Once again, tensions between the United States and Iran are making global headlines. Statements linked to Donald Trump have raised a serious question. Is this just strong political rhetoric, or could it actually lead to a military strike? In this video, we'll break down what's really going on calmly, realistically, and without panic. Donald Trump has repeatedly described Iran as a major threat to regional and global stability. He has used phrases like "all options are on the table" and suggested that a stronger response may be necessary. But it's important to understand one key thing. Political statements do not automatically mean military action. The relationship between the United States and Iran has been tense for decades. Yet a direct attack would carry massive consequences. So why is this topic resurfacing right now? There are several reasons. Rising instability in the Middle East, concerns over Iran's nuclear program, internal politics in the United States, election season rhetoric, and pressure from regional allies all play a role. In moments like these, strong language is often used as a political tool to show strength, gain leverage, or influence negotiations. Now, let's be realistic. A direct attack on Iran would not be simple, quick, or limited. Iran has significant military capabilities, regional allies, and strategic influence. Any strike could escalate into a wider regional conflict. That's why most analysts believe that rhetoric is more likely than immediate action. If a military strike did happen, the consequences would be global. Oil prices could spike, global markets would react immediately, regional allies could be pulled into the conflict, and the risk of long-term instability would increase. This wouldn't be just about two countries. It would affect the entire world. So what is most likely to happen? The most realistic scenario is continued pressure through sanctions, diplomacy, and strong rhetoric. History shows that threats are often used to force negotiations rather than start wars. Military action remains a possibility, but it is not the preferred option. So will Trump really attack Iran? Right now, the evidence points more toward political pressure than immediate war, but in global politics, situations can change quickly. What do you think? Is this just talk or a serious threat? Right now, the situation is tense, but tension does not always mean action. In global politics, strong words are often used to send messages, not only to enemies, but also to allies and voters at home. This is especially true when leadership wants to appear decisive and in control. Iran, on the other hand, has made it clear that any direct attack would be met with a response. The country has influence across the region, and any conflict would likely spread beyond its borders. That is why many experts warn that even a limited strike could quickly spiral into a much larger confrontation. Behind the scenes, diplomacy is still active. Negotiations, back-channel talks, and economic pressure continue to play a major role. Sanctions remain one of the strongest tools being used, aiming to weaken Iran's position without firing a single shot. Historically, this approach has been preferred over open warfare. Another key factor is the global economy. Oil prices, trade routes, and financial markets are extremely sensitive to instability in the Middle East. A single military action could send shockwaves across the world, affecting countries far beyond the region. This reality forces decision-makers to think carefully before taking irreversible steps. So while the rhetoric sounds aggressive and alarming, action is constrained by consequences. Power, in this case, is not only about military strength, but about calculation, timing, and risk. The real battle may not be happening on the battlefield, but in negotiations, pressure campaigns, and strategic signaling. For now, the world watches, waits, and reacts to every statement. The situation remains fluid, unpredictable, and fragile. Whether this ends in dialogue or disaster depends on decisions that may never be announced.